Hello and welcome to the Purgatorians cast interviews. In this series, you shall be able to find out more information about the cast, what other projects they are currently working on, as well as their views about the character and the show. Today we have Brody Harlan, who voices Toby Harper. Thanks, Brody, for joining us.
Hey there, thank you. It's good to be here.
What was your initial response when you read through the synopsis of the Purgatorians and the cast of characters involved?
My initial reaction was just, wow, there is a lot of thought that's been put into this story, and it was almost a little intimidating when I saw it at first, because not only was the overarching story thought all the way through, but even on the cast listing, Paul was telling details of like each character's individual stories, even like the side characters and everything. It was just really cool, and again, a little intimidating to see just how much thought was put into this show and how much he clearly cares about this project.
What can you tell us of the story of the show, the themes, and such?
Well, without giving too much away, there's a lot of mystery in the show. There's a lot of horror and darkness elements within the show. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, but it's definitely for the curious of mind.
In your opinion, why would people want to listen to this show? What would keep them coming back for the next episode?
I think people are going to listen to the show simply because of, again, all the mystery that surrounds every character, really. And so the intrigue is going to keep people coming back for each episode.
Why did you want to take part in such a large project?
Well, I decided to take on this project simply because I needed to know more. It's a little bit of a selfish reason, I know. I want to help tell the story, I want to be a part of the story, but also I just want to know the story, because even from the initial readings that I did, it was like I'm on the edge of my seat, you know? So I just have to know what's going on, and I have to know before everyone, you know?
Tell the viewers something about your character you're voicing.
The character that I'm playing is named Toby Harper, and he's I like to think of him as a sort of a hopeless romantic type, but he's also described as having a sort of younger mental age than his current age. He's like in his mid-20s, early 20s or something like that, and he has the mental age almost of a child. So he doesn't understand emotions very well sometimes. And so it's sort of his big problem right now is sort of getting a grip on his emotions and being able to control them.
What do you feel will be the hardest part about bringing your character to life?
I feel like the hardest part is going to be answering the questions without answering the questions, you know? So what I mean by that is that Toby has a lot of questions about him in the first few episodes, and I want to try like answering them within my performance without giving away the answers, you know?
If your character is to die in the show, how would you want this to happen?
What? Die? No. I'm not going to die. I don't want to die. But if I were to die, I don't know. I mean, I would probably want like some dramatic murder, you know, that becomes like the mystery for the rest of the show. Like, what happened to Toby?
If you could have chosen any character, male or female, who would it be and why?
I mean, this is probably a boring answer. I'm kind of the character that I dreamed that I would be in this show. I feel like he represents me the most, and I feel like I could represent him the best. And so, yeah, I know it's a boring answer, but I am happy playing Toby, and he's who I would have chosen.
How much input do you have in the show? And does the creator of the show keep you informed about the decisions being made?
I mean, yeah, Paul's great. He always keeps like a clear communication between everyone, and it's always I always feel very comfortable voicing any opinions or any questions that I may have about my character, and he's always really good about answering them in great detail. And so it's always very, very easy to talk to him.
What inspired you to become a voice actor?
I've just always loved performing ever since I was little, and so I actually do have a background professionally in musical theater, and I've always felt like I had a pretty unique voice, so I decided one day, you know what, why not try my hand at voice acting? And so I started looking into some resources, and the rest is history.
Is this your first show, or have you done other voice acting projects?
So this is actually my very first show I've ever worked on voice acting wise. It's got me really pumped though, and I'm super excited for it. Clearly, from all the other auditions that I've done and everything, this is definitely one of the only shows that I could tell has the most thought put into it.
Any plans for after the show ends?
I mean, the current plan is for the show to run for a very long time. So I don't plan anything for after the show right now just because it's so far ahead. However, I am planning to go back to school this fall, so it'll be interesting trying to juggle finishing my college degree while also doing the show.
Where can people find you if they are interested in your work and want to know more, or possibly hire you?
Yeah, so if you're interested in me, I guess, my Instagram handle is going to be Brody D Harlan. That's BRODYDHARLAN. That is my Instagram handle. It's also the first part of my email. It's just my Instagram handle at gmail.com. If you're interested, you can reach me in either of those two ways.
Imagine you are your character. Any final words from them to the viewers?
It would be delightful to see you here in Serenetia. Oh, the fun we could have. But if I don't see you, I might have to do crime.
Thank you, Brody, for joining us, and I wish you and your character every success in both the show and your future roles. If you at home would like to take a look at the other projects Brody Harlan has worked on, is currently working on, and for any further information, please check the description of the video. Next week, we have James Gibbons joining us, who voices Max Jarvis, to give us their opinions on their character, the show, and other products they have worked on. I hope you will join us. Until then, goodbye.
Do you wanna be my girlfriend? I'll take you to a movie that we've already seen, or sit